to say is that they don't really care about us. I don't know why that Michael Jackson song's in my head, but I hear the drums. So someone knows that you are an activist, that you are always fighting for the underdog, that you stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves, that you choose to be a voice for the unheard. Nice to meet you. I'm Lovely YG, and I want to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. And thank you for coming to my page so I can be your friendly tarot reader tonight because it's nighttime for me right now. You have proven to people that them lying to you is the last thing that they want to do because you're going to flip it on them. You're going to expose them. You have receipts and you don't play this shit. I cuss. I get channel messages through music. Uh, I get channel messages through pretty much everything. Clairaudient and clairsentient. Claire. Uh, there's Clairs I don't even know the names for that I've got. Um, I can read things through touch, people, objects. Um, so if a message comes, message comes. But we're just gonna read these cards real quick, okay? You had someone's. I feel like it's family, friends in your life that when you told them your dreams and aspirations, they shat on them. Or if they agreed with them, they immediately did everything they could to sabotage. So, like, say you wanted to make lip glosses and you told a friend, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'd love to make lip glosses with you. Let me buy the product, and then you teach me how to make it. And you're like, okay, bet. We'll do it next weekend. And they're like, okay. The next weekend comes, you can't get them to answer the phone. The next week goes by, you still can't get them to answer the phone. A month or two goes by, and you finally talk to them, and they're like, oh, I forgot. But come to find out later, they've been doing it all by themselves, and they're selling it without you. Oh, Bubba. Um, so yeah, you've got people in your life who shit on your dreams and then steal them. Or even like healthy habits. Like I used to drink lemon water every day. And because I was smaller than people around me, they'd ask me, is that what you're doing to lose weight? And they'd be like, yeah, it's part of it, I guess. But I wasn't trying to lose weight. It was because I wanted to be healthy, right? So they'd start drinking lemon water and then they'd start complaining to me that they were not losing weight from the lemon water, but they also were not exercising and walking daily. I'd walk miles because, well, no money to catch the bus. I'd walk places. No car to get places. I'd walk places. Like, I'm a walker. Your girl will walk before she asks for a ride, before she uses her last $5 to get on the bus. And I don't care. It's healthy, and literally that's what God gave us feet for. And if we didn't have these stupid big old roads and large towns that are low key unnecessary, okay, no, high key unnecessary, then it wouldn't be an issue. And you know what? If we lived back in the days, I'd have a horse. I'd have a couple horses. I'd have a stallion, black stallion. Yeah, I read that book. I cried like a little girl because I was a little girl when I read it. Uh, whoever it is that you've got on notice has been crying over you. You're not communicating. They feel rejected. They feel neglected by you. They may feel like they've been doing a lot to rekindle this connection and you're not. And I feel like you're not because you've been doing it and they never have. And so now it's their turn and they don't like it. It's too much work. They don't want to face rejection though either. So like they're not trying to come to you and be like, so what are we doing here? Because you might actually tell them what you're doing. And what you're doing is not caring, not trying. If it happens, it happens. But right now, it doesn't look like it's happening because, well, it feels fake. It feels phony. It feels pressed. And um, you don't want that. This person wants you to compliment them, to build them up, to make them feel like an important person. They don't do that for you. And if they're doing it now, it's like you've had umpteenth months, days, weeks, years to give me the compliments that I've deserved, and you never chose to. You're only doing it now. Why? Because no one else wants to hear you. Because no one wants to deal with you. You done burnt too many bridges, and you think I'm the last one you can cross. You are that close to cussing this person smooth the fuck out and telling them about themselves in 4K. And they're like, I'm just in love with you. And you're like, no, this is not love. This is obsession. This is abuse. It's not love. And they're like, no, it's genuinely love because I never felt this way about anyone else. I'm like, but weren't you just beating the brakes off of old girl because you loved her? Weren't you just stealing from old girl and you loved her? Didn't you have old boy set up because you loved him? Didn't you didn't you send a transvestite to old boy because you loved him? Didn't you have your friend with an STD sleep with him because you loved him? No, you were controlling. And when that person didn't do what you wanted them to do, you acted out because you're toxic and unhealed. I don't know why I'm talking to your person when I should be talking to you, but I feel like they're going to be watching, and I don't like cross watchers. I don't want you watching me for your person. I want you watching me for yourself because the messages should relate to your situation, not their situation. You shouldn't be spying on someone through tarot. Okay, that's a spiritual violation. You're rapey, grapey. You are taking spiritual advantage of someone who did not allow you to. They didn't give you permission. Okay, so you have taken off your rose colored glasses. You have rinsed off your rose colored contacts. You've taken off your rose colored headphones and took off your rose decorated shoes. You have found that them roses smell like boo boo. You're not doing that no more. You're not going to be trying to filter through the crap and trying to, oh, yeah, I've been tearing at this. Don't mind me. I picked and picked till I ripped it. You you finally, I don't know, someone knocked the glasses off of you, or you finally washed underneath your nose, but you're awake now and you can smell it for what it is, and you're done, and you're not coming back. They've got to play catch up, and you know what? I don't see it happening. Not with this one. Maybe the next, but not this one. There's too much healing, too much trauma, too many triggers. You hear my dog whining in the background, and nothing's wrong with him, and he's still crying. That's how your person is. There's nothing wrong with them. You didn't do anything to them. They did this to themselves. But they have the nerve to be crying and trying to blame it on you. Well, if you just let me what? If I just let you abuse me? If I just let you steal from me? If I just let you run my name through the streets? If I just let you cheat on me? If I let you beat the brakes off of me, then you'll be okay. Then you'll be happy. What is wrong with that person? You're like, oh, nothing's wrong with me. Sometimes I can't take care of myself. I can't stop myself. I don't know how to control my temper. Then get some therapy. This person misses you being closer. No, they miss you being delusional. For you trying to see the silver lining in every negative thing they did. You're not doing that anymore. You're not that person anymore. They don't like that you pay attention to your body and to your spirit team. So like if this person was rampantly sexual with other people, you could tell when they came to you, and you tell them about themselves. Like, you did you what were you doing? They'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, no, I can feel it. Like something's off, something doesn't feel right. Or obviously you start having issues and have to go to the doctor and you BV because they don't know how to clean themselves, or you start feeling like sick in your solar plexus and like having actual symptoms of like cramping and you know even like menstrual issues because your womb is damaged from this person dealing with unhealthy spiritually and physically people. And sometimes this person knew that they had something and they still came to you. And you would forgive them, like, oh, they just don't know. Oh, someone tricked them. Lying to yourself. No, they weren't being safe. That's why they got something. Point blank, period. No one was holding a gun to their head and telling them to stick their stick in somewhere else or let someone stick a stick in them. Down low. That's what I just got. So maybe your person's on the down low, and that might be another reason because they want to be feminine and they're jealous of you for being the feminine. It is what it is. You are moving at your pace, and these people are trying to stop you. Person's trying to stop you. Individual, entity, however you want to frame it. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. And people, places, things want you knocked to the wayside, stuck, stagnant, homeless, destitute. They want you to experience toxic love. Um, I hear feminine energy saying that bitch needs her ass beat. Excuse me? What is wrong with you that you would want another feminine to get beat? Oh, because you used to get beat? And it's not fair that they never been beat? Get yourself together. Get some help. You are a smooth operator. You are the sweetest taboo. And that's why a lot of people are trying to get in your aura, your pants. They're trying to be your friend, trying to be your spiritual auntie, trying to volunteer to be your mentor. Like, they're trying to press their energy into yours. And it's just like, you can't even say hi first. Uh, a lot of these people are happier when you're miserable. That's when they're flourishing in life, is when bad things are going on in your lives. And that should tell you something. Because you're a butterfly. You've gone through the caterpillar stage and the chrysalis stage, and now you've got wings. And they're beautiful. And you know what? The thing about butterflies is they don't know how beautiful they are. All they know is they can fly now. They're free. And that's you. Some people want to say that you're not educated, that you're not smart, but you're extremely intelligent, and not just intelligent book wise. Your street intelligence is high, your emotional intelligence is high, and these people are jealous because you are well rounded and they are not. You have learned to not trust just anyone. A person has to earn your trust. You have learned that Satan is not on your ass, it's these diabolical people. You know, because church probably taught you that bad things are happening because you're not doing what God wants you to do. And it's Satan no, 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 honey, you're not Job. You're not. You're not being punished because God made a bet. You are not David, who neglected his household when his child got raped, and then when his son tried to take over his kingdom, and his uncle had to handle the business for him, and then he got mad at his uncle, why you kill my son? Because your son was trying to kill you. Duh. Like, you are not oblivious to your surroundings and the things that are going on in your life and trying to bury your head in the sand and blame it on God and the devil. No, you are accepting the consequences of your own actions and trying to make better choices for yourself, regardless of how it affects others, because you cannot live for them, and you sure as hell are not going to die for them. Now, some of these energies are in the mindset of nobody leaves me. So that's why they're attacking you, because you walked away, because you are proving that you didn't need them, that, they were a hindrance, that they were toxic. Whatever you're doing, you're proving it by moving on and living your life. For some of these people, being your aunt and you telling your truth has got them caught up, because like some of these people have made some lying to judges, lying to cops, lying to CPS kind of lies on you, and it's blown up in their face. Like if someone called CPS on you and said da 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 da, guess what's happening right now? CPS is investigating them, and they might lose their child. For those of you where they lied to the cops are now investigating them. Like, so you committing fraud. Oh, so you got drugs in the house. Oh, so you doing this. Oh, so you doing that. Like all their secrets are coming out. So you're planning people's murder in your Facebook Messenger. Did you not know that we could check your messages? So now all of a sudden no one's communicating on their Messenger. Everyone's got WhatsApp. That's weird. Let's investigate that too. So yeah, I'm sorry, but you got ops, and you telling your truth, you living your truth, is going to cause some enormous upheaval before the year is over. Death in jail. You are not average. And you're no longer choosing to be helpful. You're choosing to stand out and stand alone. Someone tried to accuse you of being a cheater and a liar. Someone tried to accuse you of lying about who your kid's dad was. Kid dad is. Both my kids have blood tests, 99.99%. Okay, so I know that one's not me. But yeah, someone has been disparaging your character in every way they can. Some of the people trying to come back to you know that there's nothing they can say, nothing they can do to get you to forgive them. Like the bridge has been burnt, and you don't care if they figure out how to fly across the canyon or swim across the river. You don't care. Congratulations, you've learned something new as far as you're concerned. But what's that got to do with me? I didn't ask you to come over here. The reason why they're coming back is because they want to know what makes you so different. How are you still standing? How are you still glowing? How are you still thriving? How is it that you both have the same 24 hours and you seem to have gotten so much more done when they thought you were lazy, and they thought you were unambitious, and they thought that you only thought fluffy, innocent, gooey, naive. If these people had the worst image of you, and they tried to project and push and box you into that image, regardless of how much you fought against it and said, no, that's not me. How are you going to tell me about me? Who do you think you are to define me? And they'd keep doing it. I used to have someone try to tell me how blind I am. Like, bitch, do you have my eyes? Are you wearing my glasses? Oh, wait, my glasses wouldn't work for you anyways. We have two different prescriptions. So how do you know what I can see and what I can't see? Unless I tell you. Or, I know you're going to be tired, so I didn't even invite you to something. My decision, not yours. You decided how tired I was going to be for me. Weird. So you have people determining things in your life without your permission, without discussing it with you, and then expecting you to fall in line. Like, oh yeah, you're right, I am that blind. Oh yeah, you're right, I would have been really tired. Like, it's not fair to you because a lot of these people withheld experiences from you, um, intentionally, and then after the fact try to make it your fault that they did it. See, victim blaming. But saying it in a way that it didn't sound like blaming to you. It sounded like, oh, they really care. Oh, they're just being understanding. Oh, well, maybe they're right. And while you were living that life, you were miserable. You hated yourself. I would have hated myself too. Actually, I did hate myself when I was trying to live a life for everyone else because it wasn't me. And I knew I wasn't being genuine. I knew I was not what they were saying and how I was acting because it's not me. So when I finally got to take off the mask and remove the costume, I flourished. I've grown. I'm happier. I have emotions now. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry for other people because they're happy. I cry for other people because they're sad. I haven't cried because I'm angry yet, but I think that's unhealed trauma. So I'm glad I haven't cried because I'm angry. But tears are beautiful. They release something. They are the language of the heart, along with songs and poetry. Tears are awesome. So you might be confirmation like me, rediscovering the child that you were and helping them grow into the person you are now. They didn't want you teaching other people how to heal. They sure as heck didn't want you telling your stories so that people could relate and you expose them with your truth. They're watching you, stalking you. You may have them blocked, you may not, but either way, they're watching you. They got someone else watching you. They done made fake pages to watch you because they have a personal grudge. Because they feel you're outing them and making them look like a terrible person. It's like, I can't make you look like what you are. So if I'm telling my story and you sound like the monster in it, maybe you're the monster in it. So they are seeing signs and synchronicities that they are about to be judged and found wanting, that they are not going to measure up to the feather. Their heart's just not going to balance out. Some of these people are willing to give you money to take the curse off of them that they think you put on them. Now, I know one of my nicknames is Karma, but I'm not passing out karma. That's not my job. But I sure enough let the universe know, handle it. Because I'm tired of putting up with the pain. I'm tired of the scrutiny. I'm tired. So, universe, you're going to have to do what you do. Because if I do it, I'm going to go to jail. Because some of them pushed me to that point. Just like, you know what? We ain't even squaring up. Let's have a knife fight. I got 2 swords. Let's do this. Or how about you just stand still real quick while I choke you out until you can't breathe no more. And no one give them CPS afterwards. Like, you have been pushed. So I know I've been pushed. And you know what I had to do? Give it to God. Because it was making me sick. It was eating my soul. Fibromyalgia is when your brain cannot tolerate the stress that you have pushed down inside to where it starts sending out false signals to other parts of your body. I was so stressed out from trying to please everyone in my life. I made myself literally sick. And here I am, 14 years later, still healing from traumas from my childhood that have affected me, affected my relationships with myself, with my children, with people I've met from childhood. Things that occurred in my teens and adult life affected me, and I needed to heal. And I didn't know they were affecting me because I was taught to accept it. I was taught to turn the other cheek. I was taught to turn a blind eye and pay attention to my issues. And then on top of that, I was being told that I was possessed and had demons because I was saying no to people. You need to understand that no matter where you go in life, you are blessed and highly favored. And I say this after the end of all my readings, but I need you to know this right here and now. You are blessed. You're not dead. You didn't give up. You didn't take the pills. You didn't slice your wrist. You didn't crash your car. You didn't jump off a bridge. You overcame every assignment of the enemy, physical, human enemies, spiritual enemies, period. You are still alive. You did not give up. You did not throw in the towel. You didn't retaliate either. And that's why you are blessed, because not many can do it. Not many people can say, you know what? I'm not going to hit you with my car today. You know what? I'm not going to slam your face in that mirror. You know what? I was going to choke you out, but I'm just going to let you choke on them words. Like, you've grown. You've grown so much. Or maybe you weren't someone who ever talked back. Maybe you just kept swallowing it. And finally, now you're telling them, they're like, oh, you're looking skinny today, and you're looking fat. Oh, it looks like you did something with your hair. Oh, it looks like you didn't. Like every time they've got something negative to say, you've got to come back now. You are not eating their words. You're not accepting their negativity, their projections. Because when they're saying stuff like that, what they're thinking is, oh, you look good. Oh, I like that hairstyle. But they can't tell you that because then it's a compliment and your head might get big. And it's like, I already knew. But thank you for um, confirming it for me with your negativity. Thank you. That's where you need to be right now. So when someone says something negative to you, flip it back on them and then appreciate them for their negative honesty. That's gonna be a new phrase, negative honesty. Uh, some of these people have been trying to monitor you spiritually. They're going to readers, they're going to hoodoo priestesses, anyone and everyone they can find. They're calling the church prayer line, talking about, oh, my son is doing this and they won't talk to me no more. Oh, my daughter's into spiritual stuff and she's got crystals and stuff and I think she's hexing me. You never gave them any indication that you was like that, but they sure as heck projected it on you and telling other people, so other people think that about you too. Now the whole church is praying because you're a warlock. You're a witch. Now, the authorities are looking at you crazy because, this person keeps calling the cops and saying that you're doing weird stuff and you're not being investigated for things that you've never done. I'm so happy you got away. I'm so happy that you're staying away. I apologize for this low key becoming a therapy session for me, but it wasn't. I mean, I've already gone through a lot of this and understand it, but my story might help you with yours. And I'm aware of that. And I had to get comfortable telling my story because of church shame, family shame. I don't want people looking at me like, oh, poor her. And dang, her life was really bad. No, because there were silver linings. There was people who did step into my life for a time period and were there, whether it was genuine or not. I, as the child, teenager, young adult that I was, needed that. Even if it later blew up in my face, there still was a time period where it was needed. And I accepted it because I needed it. And you might have done the same thing. You had friends that you thought were really there for you, and they were till they weren't. And that's just it. Till they weren't. All right, let's pull some signs. My dog wants to go potty. Either, or he's just being a diva because the other dog's outside the door. Oh, we have way too many cards. We're gonna do 4 sign cards. So we've got Sobek. Sobek is protector, leader, Leo energy. Sobek is fertility, strategic thinking, benevolent behavior, healing, animalistically aggressive, and creative energy. We have Oak, which is March 21st through June 10th and July 7th. Oak tree represents wisdom, truthfulness, someone who's a portal maker. You're self confident, able to see all sides of a story. You're strong willed, you're passionate, you're joyful, responsible. That is Aries and Cancer energy. Not necessarily those signs, but that energy. 8th house. So hopefully these signs fall into the 8th or 7th house because I have them both. Um, 8th house is about sex, death, transformation. It's often if whatever signs are in there are often attracted to supernatural or occultic topics, intense romances, and you have a transformative energy. You understand the underbelly of any situation and serve as a lesson to life's complexities. So, if you have a majority of 8th house planets, you probably go through a lot of transitions in life. Housing, houseless, job, jobless, relationship, no relationship. But each time you lose, the next one is better because you've learned the lessons, you actually apply them to the next situation. A lot of people do not do that. I'm not going to say they're not capable of doing it, they just don't do it. Your 7th house is your cosmic plus one. So the signs and planets in that house are usually the people that you are going to interact with the best, platonically or in a relationship sense. Um, it's Libra energy. So we've got Scorpio, Libra, Oak, Aries, Cancer, and Sobek. I need you to remember you're blessed, you're highly favored, and more than